So you've done your rehearsals, it's the first week of tour, and you might be wondering, what happens next? Usually I've got a million things going on and I need to figure them all out pretty quickly. Does the mix that I did on in-ears and on small speakers translate to a big room with flown PAs? And if I need to adjust that, when do I have time to? We also start figuring out the flow of load in and load out, rearranging trailers, what needs to be prioritized and when. Here's a look at those first few days. First trailer pack was a mess, it always is. Once we start, we tend to figure out the flow of everything and how things need to travel. This one was real tight, so we took a few hours on the first night to figure out a new pack and try some things out. Now it closes within centimeters. We had a show in Belvedere to start off with, but the first real big show was in Chicago. I love coming to Chicago, but being the first night, I didn't really leave the venue. Early on in tour, I tend to stick around a lot more. Those first days are real important for me to hang around and just make sure that everything's going all right and that everything's fine with everyone. Half of not leaving the venue is my own anxieties about my mix and just making sure that everything sounds right, but also something I think is really important is just checking in with everyone and making sure that early on everyone is comfortable on stage and with how things are going. We had a day off and celebrated a birthday by going to Topgolf. I've toured with everyone here before, so we're all friends at this point, but it is nice to just hang out with everyone and check that everything's going well. And first show was great, so we're having a really good time. It was nice to just get out and do something that wasn't show related so early on. Today we're in Nashville at Marathon Music Works. Gonna go see what's in the venue. I haven't mixed this one before, but I saw Crosses here recently and had a really good time. After getting in and checking everything out, it was time to grab some local hands and loaders, start dumping the trailer, getting everything in, organized, and start setting up. Once drums, audio racks, and lighting were all set up, it was time to do a sound check, and then before we know it, we're rocking another show. You'll notice I roll in a little earlier today. We're parked away from the loading dock, so I'm just gonna go in early, introduce myself to everyone, and make sure I know how we're bringing things into the venue and where we're gonna situate everything. I was also looking forward to this show because it was really clean sounding room, so it was gonna be a great representation of my mix. I could then take the lessons learned, revise my mix, and just improve on it. This place is crazy big and cool. In Cincinnati today, just finished sound check in a really cool room. It's gonna be a heap of fun. I've just started to dial in my show a little bit more, spent a bit longer on sound check and a virtual check, just getting it right, but show's really coming together, getting really happy with it, so stoked to be out here. 30 seconds. Week 1 lesson, be organized, be kind, be helpful, never stop listening, and never stop learning.